Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Well, let's see here. Trying to just get over here. Hey, what's up, everybody? I do not hear anything in my headphones. I can see that there's supposed to be stuff coming through. So now I think it's working correctly. So I think it was maybe like that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Just having some chill music in the background and stuff. We're just gonna have to have our mic super low. Just go ahead and start the chat off right with some squeeze. So I wanted to try and get some oh yeah. Yeah, let's have the death counter and stuff right now, right? We don't need that. Don't need that when we're sketching and stuff. So I think what we can do here now is, so we have this inserted image, right? So if we just duplicate that and then unlock that, show this, and then I think if we just select, there we go. I just want to move it over here and then uniform. Okay, good. Because I just want this over in the corner. So while I'm working on this in here, I have like a good like point of reference like right next to it. And I think I need to do that moving forward with all of these. So if we just deselect that, come in back in here, go there, lock. Then we're working on the Air Force one right here. Just like right here. So there we go. So look at that. Oh, hey, 4lol. What's up? I keep it. Hey. What is it? I can't even really see what's really that's from and stuff, but welcome into the chat. We will also give you some, you know what, I will see your I keep it haze and I will raise you cute Thulu. So good luck topping that one right there. So basically what we're doing, just for anybody who hasn't known on here so far, is we're basically just doing, yeah. So we're doing this right here, where we're gonna have, and this last one here on the right, that Air Force one is not the correct one anymore because it's that one now. So it's that one that's supposed to be right there. So we're gonna keep that up for now. And what I was gonna try and do is the top one, like that's in red with him at the golf club, like going up like this. Oh, and hey, thanks for the hearts, Jeannie. The one with the golf club going up, I'm gonna try and have it where that one's gonna be in color. Everything else is gonna be in sort of this grayscale that's like in the front. So, wow. Because I mean, that one's okay. I mean, I feel like the mouth is still a little bit too small, and the eyes really actually don't have as much of that bigness to it. It's like his eyes got a lot smaller, right? But this is also just illustration stuff, right? I think if my mom and everybody else kind of feels the same way. But anyways. Which is... we're in the Air Force, and we're in like our sort of overall shading sort of stuff in here, right? If we come in here, so we're gonna get some soft airbrush, so we can just like come in here, let's get that nice little sense of shading in here, right? Give them that sort of blush almost. We actually do not have like full-blown white, so we need like a hard brush. So what we're gonna do here is just gonna like cover over this, right? Over both the eyes, just so we can see where we have to color in the whites, right? And there, and there, and there. Ooh. This doesn't really sound too chill. This is gonna be like some dubstep-y thing. Didn't we have like a chill instrumental playlist? Here we go. This is what I want. There we go. Because I was doing like a Nintendo and chill playlist at first, but I didn't want to go. I don't want to go too deep into that. So, so if we get back into sort of this stuff, and we're back with our sort of soft airbrush. We get like really small into here. Really sort of get into here. That sort of little spot right there, right? And then like we have to like show the lids here. And then if we start getting just kind of blurring that stuff in, right? Because I think as long as we get in like these main shading parts in here, I think we can kind of go pretty well. Because it's almost like you have sort of this in here, right? Where it's like it comes up. Because then it almost goes like a lighter color. Or just like a little bit like in here, right? Just for like that inside lit part right in there. Right in there. Yeah, it's almost like this line in here, and it goes up into goes around there, it becomes a pretty thin line, and then yeah, you kind of have this sort of stuff right in here going down there with this line up and over. I feel like with this up in here now, I almost feel like we can kind of... Dang, is that coming from down here now? So if we just like... Whoa! That is way too big. There we go. the smudge one on here? Okay. So like it really fans out up here. Although his nose is starting to get a little bit too high. And then it really kind of gets to a really strong point down here. Right. And then we need, look at it. It's in there. Come back up in here. So it's almost like I want to. It's like, do we actually? It's like I feel like we take this, we duplicate that now. Duplicate. What was it? Maximum limit of 9? I can only have 9 layers total? Is that what it was telling me? Alright then, so we unlock this. Delete that one. So if we duplicate that... Wow, so I have a very limited amount of layers on here. Man, I thought this was... I got the iPad Pro, man. I thought I was going to have way more than that. Come here. Not cool. Oh yeah, also... Sorry. Actually, not in the correct... There we go. So now we at least have like a better format and stuff and everything. Because instead of having like those bars way over there on the side, like now you should be able to have. I almost feel like my stream is like super laggy today. So sorry if you're saying stuff in the chat and I don't respond right away. But yeah. Okay, so we can do this, and then we can take this, and we can pinch it. So now, we at least have all this stuff on the same layer. So we just kind of like... yeah, just like... Make this like lighter stuff, right? And then like smudge tool. And I have like a little bit of that. A little bit darker right there, right? And then have that come down just a little bit. So I'm trying to just do all the shading and stuff first, and then I'll come in, try and maybe hit them with the highlights. Then we have this, right? That's kind of coming out right to where the line is with that, and it's like it's very blocky, right? This little spot right in here. And then like super smudge tool. It's almost to the point where we don't even need it. It's almost like this. Make that a little bit bigger. Have that curled down just a little bit. And just like this. Just like a little bit. I feel like this a little bit too much. Alright, because then we have to have like sort of that. And we're gonna make this like that one right there. Wonder how, and I'm still trying to learn all the ins and outs of this stuff. It's like almost like we're gonna have like this cards, or we can go with the smudge tool and like have this stuff smudge out like this, and then we just come back in and we lessen it, right? Because we don't, I think it needs to be much more of a line rather than like a solid thing. And then like underneath here, right? Trying to get this shading over here from the side of the eyes. Come all the way up here. It's almost like it's not black. Like I almost feel like we have to go with a hard brush here. I know we're gonna dip into that. I'm gonna dip into that hat line a bit, right? I don't want to dip into it too much. I'm still kind of getting this sort of stylized sort of look to it, right? Alright. Let's get back into that soft airbrush. just trying to push that nose line up just a bit. This is also like... It's like it needs to be really soft. A little bit thinner, and push that up just a bit. Just a smidge, just a hair, just a whisper. I also wonder if I can go into here and I can just do something like this. Unlock. We just take this saturation and just do something like that. And then do that. So that way if we're just doing straight grayscale to grayscale, right? I think it'll make it much easier to try and do. We can also basically just grab the actual sort of color, so we can like go like here. Yeah, make sure all that stuff is. We can just get more or less just this. Oops. So we switched over to the blur. Because we were on that one, so now we can lock that back in again. Do something like that, and then get like this. It's like it's almost one of those things, right, where it's like it definitely going to be darker towards the middle, and then it's like lighter towards the bottom. Like with this, almost like it comes all the way out to here, and then this is like just like over here. And this just comes up like up here. So yeah, stuff like that. We actually get this sort of line coming in, right? And then when it comes up here, it's almost like you have this sort of extra bit of black over there, right? Just pushing that up a bit because it's, you know, it seems like it actually happens like right down there and stuff too, right? As well as like, it seems like it tapers down a bit. Like going around that to that side right there. Just adding in just like a little bit. Of a line just underneath it because, you know, it's two pieces sort of kind of like meeting together, right? And just kind of blurring it together. It's almost like it comes up to here. And then if we just kind of I feel like still like up there, right? I'm getting something. And if we kind of come out to, like, yeah, with this, right? A little bit darker for here. we do kind of have those very dark lines throughout here, right? Now we have this, right? Man, this... We used to have, like, what felt like a proper, like, blend brush, but... Yeah, we won't get that. We will get plenty of this, though. Come up there. I think if we come along in here, right, and just kind of... Sort of like a pretty decent sort of like chin fade. The only thing that seems like with coming from here, it doesn't really get that much lighter. Come back in here, get like a bit more of the dark end, like right in here. And it's like it actually does kind of like come into here, right? Maybe it's because it's getting a little bit too big there. There we go. Alright. Getting a bit of the chin there now. Oh, sorry. Just had to crack every bone in my body. But we're getting a good little chunk of the shading down. So now, go ahead. Like, as it's coming up from here, right? Almost like I have to continue that line. Then it comes up to the point where kind of like that, and then even like have like this coming over where it forks out right there. And then it's just going to be blending the rest of the way up, it seems. And then we have this basically from like here. Have some sort of bit of shading throughout here. Kind of comes up in here. And this shading kind of comes down here a bit. Man, I keep freaking using it. So like if you sort of like, so with the pencil, if you double tap on like the, so I don't know if you can see this too well, but there's like a flat part right here. And then the rest of the part's just all rolly, right? So at the very top, if you can kind of see it on my, my buttons up there at the top, where you'll see them switch. I keep doing that way too much. Okay, so if we get this, I feel like this has to lighten up over here a fair bit. Yeah, like a good chunk. this needs to... blend just a little bit more. So now we have at least a bit more of a sweet ear. We also have to come in here, erase some of this off right here. And that should be good. I think we're still doing like the whole silhouette in black. So we can still do this sort of thing. Oop. Something like that, right? So we're still trying to make it like graphically strong. Forget. This is also why we lock layers, because I will do that way too often. Hey, hey. Oh, Sphinxerdo. It's an interesting username. Ooh, I will peek at my chat sometime. Thank you very much. Thank you. And give the hearts, yeah. Today's Sphinxerdo. I hope you're having a good, yeah. All the hearts, thank you. Thank you for giving me those hearts so that I may just copy and paste them in there. So what's what, Sphinxerdo? How is your Tuesday going? See, it's going well. How's the stream been? The stream's been going pretty good. It's definitely, you know, this is my chill, sort of zen, sort of like trying to do things creative because I'm an animator by trade and I love being able to play the NVIDIA games and stuff, but I've been trying to, here, I think it's that one, yeah. So this is kind of like a portrait one. I don't know if you were here at the top of the hour or not. But I'll go ahead and hide everything else real quick here. So I can just do that and then that. And where's the, oh, okay, so the mustache one's there. So I'm doing a different Air Force One because the other one was just a little bit too, like the resolution wasn't all that great. So I am doing a memorial poster for my grandpa, my Papa Norman, who's a great, amazing man, as you can see, just by this small sort of compilation of pictures and stuff. And so I'm going to be really excited to try and do that water skiing one down here. This one's going to be pretty fun to try and do because I know with here, there's even like some water stuff. So I'm hoping that I can get some water flicks, strips, whatever stuff, wet sponge, water bleed. I'm gonna mess around with all that. Hopefully there's stuff where I can actually use like a spray or something and get that we can mess with. So like the stubble or the noise brush might be pretty good for that. So we're gonna see if we can achieve that spray effect pretty well. So I'm hoping that we can do that. But we are back into airbrushing because that's kind of been giving us this nice sort of soft look. So we come back in here. Just go back to there, there, and there, and yeah, have all that stuff back up. Boop. And we're just having this stuff in grayscale, and then the one at the very top. They look really great. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I've been trying. I'm trying to put in that balance. Yeah, I still have it. Still haven't been able to utilize all the brushes yet. Yeah, well, this is all very brand spanking new for me. I got this basically this iPad as my ultimate big, like, I turned 30 birthday present from my family. It was like birthday and Christmas. That's what it was. So it was all of them. Hide that right there. Okay. So are you also an artist as well? Well, I'm assuming you're also an artist if you're talking about utilizing all the brushes and stuff. I feel like we can still get some, like, I almost feel like just getting like this, like a big old brush, like right here, just big old softy brush, and just kind of coming in, just really lightly dusting just that area right there. And I have no idea what's kind of going on here. Basically, like, I'm just I'm a fiend for just trying to blend as much as you can until it looks pretty good. And even. I'm sure you could probably give me a lot of tips and tricks because I'm just an animator. I have not been doing a whole lot of like good digital art in a long time. Yeah, I try, still figuring out how it goes. Well, it's good, man. That's all we can do. You gotta try and do your best. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna try and get our nice little bit of soft light spots up in here. Have that just kind of come down there. Get this little spot here where it's like a bit darker. Up in here. Is that kind of going up in there? Just round that out just like a little bit more. There we go. We just kind of, this is the light side, right? So we just kind of come in here, going up. Yeah, I just started digital art a few months ago. Before then, I just did traditional portraits. Oh, nice. Yeah, my girlfriend Jenny, she's done a lot of oil paintings and stuff too. Now we were able to bring her easel out from her home. We just, you know, just have to try and get those paint brushes and stuff again. It's almost like you have to kind of curl around it right here a bit. Ooh, I love oil painting, still haven't done it yet too. Oh yeah, I've only ever really done charcoal and acrylic, really. Haven't really been able to do too much else. Let's get a little bit more of that blurry. Blurry brows. It's either that or we kind of come in here. What do we do with all the other ones? Nah, yeah, we actually. I think if we come in here, we do very small. Like. Come in here. Do this a good couple of times. And then we go back in with a darker one. Right? So we come back in with the black now. Even though I think like we have to do these. Like a lot smaller, right? Now it just feels like something like that. But anyways, let's see. How long have you been animating? Oh wow, I just figured out how to blend stuff with that tool. Yeah, right? It's basically like once you know how to blend, you blend everything. Yeah, for the blend tool, I basically use just like a soft brush. And I guess I must have had it where I'm so zoomed in that like I have to keep it really small in order to be able to have it blend properly. Otherwise it just gets all kinds of weird. But go ahead and get some white. Just like off-white. So if we come in here, do a nice little bit. This section kind of come over here. Some of that right there. And then here. Coming down. Really coming up. And then just like a little bit. Like whoa, no. Yeah, you see how it's like wrap. It's not really like that smooth. Like once you do, if you just do like that single one like that, right? Where it's like that. I feel that seems a little better. Might be too much double chin, babe. Yeah. I think it's also just the shading and stuff just gives it that sort of jut out sort of appearance. I wonder if this is where we take some artistic creative license. We just kind of come in, we just get rid of that altogether and just have the chin. And I think if we shade it going up from there. What's your favorite brush to paint with? So basically, like, I'm really enjoying just the airbrush stuff for now. That's what it's kind of what's working okay with my feeble-minded like workflow, just because it keeps it soft. There's too much space. Yeah, just a little bit. So let's see. So if we go into here, go into freehand, so if we go into select, nope, didn't want that. So if we go into here, right? We're here. No. If we're taking this chin. Let me get to this point now where we're like, nope. So now if we take that, bring it down just like good a little bit. Just so it's only that much. And then now, we just go, a Philly. And blende. I think if we kind of There you go. So we brought it down a bit. There you go. Cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, I used to always use that one. Now all I use is that blocky looking one. Blocky looking one. Is it going to be? Is it in the artistic one? Is it in the painting airbrush? So you're saying like the hard airbrush, over and down? I use the hard airbrush if I'm doing line work. Like, I feel like that actually feels pretty good to do. Yeah, I just feel like this needs to be shaded like a bit more. Like, so like this stuff over here, right? The flat brush and paint brushes. Ooh, the flat brush and paint brushes. This one. So this one right here. So like this one. Oh, that feels good. Cool. Also, Sphinxer Do, you will be happy to know that I don't know if you saw, but Apple did announce that they're basically going to be, for their iOS 13, for the iPad, like the latency for the Apple Pencil to the iPad Pro is actually supposed to be reduced by like a third or something like that. So that's actually going to, like, Procreate and everything else is supposed to feel so much better. It's almost like I really need to, like, because I feel like shading this should give it because I don't want it to feel like he has this massive chin, right? Because it's almost like we're doing this shading thing, right? But then there's also like this like lighter like stroke in here where it's almost like following in here, kind of like coming down. It's almost like that, right? Kind of see that? Like all this stuff. If we're back to this blending thing, it's like this kind of comes out to here. It's almost like we have this. It's definitely not as like dark, right? So I'm just lightening it up just a bit. I think we can probably also just really sort of reduce the overall sort of line there from the ear. Like have it like hinted there in the back, but oh, hell yeah, that's gonna be sick. Thank you. I'm really hoping so. Yeah, here, hold on. Just real quick. Since you've been chatting in here for a good while, There we go. Sorry, it doesn't. My command does not understand at symbols apparently. So yeah, if anybody wants to go check out Sphinxer Do, I'm actually gonna hit you up with a follow. I would love to see when you go on next, and then we can see what you're working on. So, and then of course the eyes are super wonky right now because we've spent like 0 time on them. Yeah. And now it's almost like we have to fade like the skin into the hair. It's like a military fade, right? Maybe that was kind of quick. Don't want too much into that. And then, yeah, if we... Oop. Just grab all of this right here. Just keep fading this line. So that way we can have like hint of it getting significantly darker as it gets over the edge. There we go. And a good bit of fade there. Yeah. Yo, and then yeah, Sphinxer Do, welcome to the Bailey Bunch. Thank you for the follow. For some reason, I did not hear a notification. I do not know why. Normally, you'll see a little adventure time. Make sure that I'm connected to everything. Discord, Streamlabs. It says it's all connected. So I think what's been happening is that so I have a dedicated stream PC, and so I think that when I only go to sleep, I think what I have to do is I need to close down Streamlabs and then open it back up again. Because I actually have the Streamlabs chatbot, and I think if I don't do that, like it doesn't send the notifications for some reason. I almost want Streamlabs. Let me just do a test real quick. Super quick. Because I got the notification, like in chat and everything, but the little alert box didn't pop up. I did not need that. Streamlabs editor, I did not want that. I wanted widgets, alert box. So if we're just gonna test a follow right now. Alert sent and was not updated. Like that should be refreshed. Ah, no. I don't know why that was selected. Alert box. Refresh. So now if we do test follow, there we go. So I had to refresh for some. So that's the thing that you would see normally. So we made sure and had you all up on there. Yeah, Streamlabs has been wonky for a bunch of streamers recently. Yeah, I don't know. Shit is wackio. Just kind of blend all this stuff around. Like we are gonna get like at least a little bit of like some shading in here. Yeah, so come from here. And then we'll have to get like an almost white streak coming down. We get this, and then we blend it out just a bit. We do this line here, and then we do like a very soft line kind of coming out. So if we have this kind of coming out. So it's like kind of have to have this kind of come down, kind of come back up. We don't want it like super dark. We get so let's just get this nice little bit of the nose right here, like inside right here. Now like and then like spot right there. Let's see. Okay, my Nightbot thing was scrolling up.
This is the end of side 1 of this record. Please now turn it over for the second side.
We're coming up here. Just kind of. And then this is kind of coming up. We have this sort of line right here, right? That. It's like this. Up in here. Then we have like a real light. Like right there, and then like right here. Like right up there. Whew. We're coming up in here, right? We're getting like just that little bit of that sort of muzzle up in there, right? almost feel like we have to kind of like soften like that. It's like it's just this line up in here, I think. All right, so I think nope. I wanted to move this one. So I want to get real up nice, close, and personal for dim eyes. Because I think, let's see, so it's 920. I think if we can get in there, get like a good pass on the eyes, then I think that'll be like a pretty good place to stop for the night, because it's 9:20. I don't want to try and stay up too terribly late. Let's see. So with this, I also want to so I have to like blend this out like here, right? It's like I almost feel like that chin also needs to be a little bit flatter. It's a little bit too rounded, I think. I think it's like from here, right? If I come down like this, and then like our chin. So like that chin starts like almost right here, right? If we have this come down like this, and then like straight across. I almost feel like it's coming way too far up now, though. I wonder if we can just take this. Because I think what's happening, right, is that it's just... It's also just this and how much it rounds out back over here, right? Then it's like you'll have to try and darken it up. Bit again. Yeah, okay. I have a feeling I can be on that forever. Okay, so this is what we're gonna try and do here. We are going to need a very small. It's really only gonna be black like up. Papa Norman had very pretty eyelashes. I think that might be where I get it from. And dim pretty eyes, yeah. So and then I think with this, what we can try and do is get ring. Then if we come back up in here, oop, no, I did not want to do that. And redo that line there. So I think if we do like, there's actually not a whole lot of black in here. Get on up in there. Get on. Dim pretty eyes. So right now we have to have this really very super thin bottom eye. It's like basically And then now we just need to have like a little bit, just a little bit of showing the roundness of the eye. Right? So usually what I'll try and do is I'll push plenty of pixels in, right? And then I can always push them right back out. Like if we push this in a bit. Get that sort of, oh look now, look look at one and then look at the other. We're gonna be banding around this a bit. And I think that white in the eye is just a little bit too white. So this does. Trying to make sure that it's more or less round there. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Look at that eye. That is like leaps and bounds better. It's just funny because now it just looks like one decent eye and then one like wonky eye. All right. So now if we come in here, yes. So we do have this, right? If we just kind of smudge all of this so that we kind of have almost like the color there. Like, see, now we have almost like the shape of the eyebrows that we need, right? It looks really good. Oh, thank you. This is also, all right, so not gonna lie here, I'll actually show you this real quick too. I actually do like this, how this has turned out significantly better than some of the other ones. And the big key factor that I've done for this was that I had my reference right next to it while I've been working on it, versus everything else. I basically just did like this. I would like toggle it on, try and draw a bunch, and then toggle it off, and then toggle it on again, and then, you know, go at it. Whereas like, just reference, man. Especially since I haven't been doing this for a long time. And I have to try and look to life as much as I can, since I'm still trying to get all the stuff done again. So yeah, so if we hide this, we try and get this eye in real quick. So we're starting from here. And I think we're gonna have that sort of basic shape coming up. But then from like here, it's like, it's all almost blurry. Like from here down. almost like everything from here on in. Have that little bit of that eyelid spot right there. I think I'm gonna have to try it. Maybe have kind of like this, a little bit of a break kind of coming up. All right, cool. So I think now we take this same color here. Let's see, it's because you're constantly looking at the reference while you work. It feels better. Sweet. Yes, of course. I remember when I was going through school, one of my teachers, John Williams, not the composer, but his name was John Williams. And we actually did classes where, or exercises where we couldn't actually just look at the paper at all. It was basically look at your model only. And this was one of the first drawing, so like in high school and stuff, I actually did not have any art classes. I was all self-taught at the time. It was just like, hey, just look at this cartoon character and try and draw them, or, you know, really basic stuff. And I was going up against people who were like, or like basically like when I started my animation class, all the other people that were in my class were like, oh yeah, you know, I took these courses and this life drawing and blah 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 and stuff, and I was just sitting there just like, cool. Like, I don't know anything. And I remember the very first sketch that we had to do for my class with John Williams. We had to do it just like, all right, guys, first day of class, you're going to sit down and do a self-portrait. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to lock it away for the entire year. And then at the end of the year, we're going to bust them back out again. And you're going to compare that self-portrait to kind of like your final. So you'll do one final self-portrait at the end of class. and then we'll compare and contrast and see how far you've gone as an artist. And not gonna lie, when mine came up, you know, I hadn't seen it all year. And when I saw the difference, like, because I thought like, oh, you know, like I didn't change. So like, look at all these people, like they did so well. Like there's no way that, you know, like mine's gonna be all that great and stuff. And the amount of progress that I made over the year, and I just didn't know it, like actually brought me to tears, because I thought I was gonna be like, I wasn't gonna make it in the program, because I was comparing myself to others, right? Rather than how far I've gone. And I think that's something that's really stuck with me too. And then maybe, I think we might have a little bit too much of the dark ring around the eyes. Just make that really thin. And then when we come up in here, make it so that the eyelash itself is going up and over it. Boom. Oh man, I gotta tell you though, man, once you get those eyes in, must have been a difficult exercise. Yeah. I do have like some sketchbooks laid out somewhere where I have some of those, because some of them are hilarious, because you're just trying to draw stuff and you're just moving your pencil as slow as you can, or you're like looking into a mirror and you're trying to draw yourself and everything, right? And it's some of them are bad, where it's like my face is here, but then the outline of my head is like over here and stuff. So yeah, right. What layer is that on? Is that on that layer? This is which layer can it be on now? It's not on the background layer. Mustache layer. It's not on that layer. Okay. Gosh. Well, we can't have that on that layer now. And then what? Yeah, okay. That's embarrassing. See, this is why I need to lock images, or I need to lock that stuff down all the time. Because otherwise I do this all the time. Nope. I didn't want to erase. And I wanted hard brush. Oop. All right, here we go. Try and get this in one. In one. Swoop. I wonder if doing that might help break it up a bit. I can also blend that stuff. I'm not too terribly worried. And you know, then we'll blend that stuff down there. We'll blend that stuff down there. But hide that. Make that a little bit bigger. Oop. Not that far over. But I mean, so the mustache one, I definitely like, I started it and then I was like, I just don't feel like I'm doing, like I did the hair and stuff, but the face definitely needs the same treatment that I'm doing with the one here over on the right for sure. But I feel like currently, like his the area around the upper part of his lip might be a little bit too bright on one side. I might go in there and massage that out. But, and then I think just to finish up real quick, we are not going to have as big of a white around his eye. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come in here. We're just going to give him some good old shark eye. And then we're going to get like a big old one right here. We're just going to go. Or we can just go right there. And then we can go for that one. Just come back to it later when your brain's refreshed. Yeah, basically. And I think coming over here and doing this one, now that I know that what I need to do for this one is just take this layer, move it over that way. So that way I have the image next to it and I can cross-reference and stuff for that. Because it's, yeah, that one can definitely use a lot of love and care. I also try to move his eye over because I didn't want him looking off to the side, but I think I'm just going to have him looking to the same way. So, yeah. I mean, that looks pretty, yeah, I am pretty happy with that. Coming from someone who has very little sort of like digital art experience, this is kind of like my first big push into it again. Everything else has just been kind of sketches and doodles and all that other stuff, but I think it turned out pretty well. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shift my iPad over real quick. I'm going to bring my keyboard to me, and what we're going to do is we're going to we're just going to find a fellow creative that we are going to try and they're just a drawing. Here, I'm just gonna go to art and then see what people are doing here. There's this guy named Cardboard Cowboy that's just called Howdy Pokes, and it just looks like he's doing some really silly stuff in here. So I think what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're just gonna rate this person, because this person seems like he's having a good old time. So let's see, had fun drawing with you. Hope to catch your next one. Yeah, thanks, Sphinxer Dude, and thank you for following. I will also see when you're gonna be streaming as well. Yeah, giving up all the hearts and stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and set this up to raid Cardboard Cowboy. For anybody who's in the chat that is a subscriber and stuff too, we will hop over there. It's not a follower only chat. Looks like anybody can chat in here. I've been having bad luck with that lately, but we're gonna try and hop over into the chat, do our squee emote and the raid button, and then we're gonna get make everybody feel like we are people who are deserving to be in chat, stuff like that. So I'm just gonna plug my headphones in so I can actually hear them. All right, so here we go, people. Thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for watching me trying to get this stuff working. And so thanks again for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.